Yeah, I did comedy tonight. It went pretty good. Not that many people in the crowd, but, you know, got the laughs, whatever. I didn't video myself. I kind of wish I did. Alright, we're going to do a twin flames reading. We're going to start with the feminine's energy. Yeah, my cats were texting me all day, like, come home. So we can finally drink our water, because we, like, starve ourselves when you're not here. You hear that? You're drinking. That's Ruby. Heartbroken. The feminine, yeah. She's not going to act like it. You'll never know, but, like, you will, because the twin flames are telepathic. Like, they have telepathy between them. So, divine masculine, you know that you broke her heart. Again. You know, again. She is having dreams about you. Again. And she's not stupid, okay? She sees right through this bullshit karmic partner bullshit, the illusion of whatever the fuck you're... Like, who are you trying to impress? Page of Wands. She's kind of focused on herself right now and her own passions. And she's going to move away from her divine masculine because it's not a fulfilling cycle right now. And she's going to probably put those boundaries back up. The wall's going back up. She's making a choice to close that cycle. So it's sad, but you stab her in the back one too many times. And for what? You know what I mean? So she's like waiting, and she has a lot of hope for the future. We saw the hope on this card too, right? I took that picture during the pandemic when I was in a really dark place, and I went on a walk and I came across hope. Found hope. Nice. So she's happy again in that energy, but she's defending herself against some conflict and drama that she feels. There's a lot of chaos energy around her, and she's keeping in the defensive about that, and that's kind of why the King of Swords energy is there as well, because she's like, I'm too successful and abundant to be pulled into that drama cycle, and that's what's giving her this victory too. And there will be, I see, a return. They'll definitely come back together, but yeah, yes, but I do want to get a feminine's message from, I want to get a message from this book for the Divine Feminine. Lately I have sat around dinner, oh, by the way, Bell Hooks, amazing writer. Lately I have sat around dinner tables with fancy food and drink, dismayed as I listen to reformed radicals joke about the fact that they would never have imagined years ago that they would have become social liberals and fiscal conservatives, people who want to end welfare while promoting and supporting big business. That's funny because it's like Amazon Prime Day, right? Williamson makes this insightful point. Okay, so I think she's referring to Marianne Williamson, who ran for president randomly. Remember that? Okay, let's just skip that. But I can't refer to it easily, so you'll have to look it up later who this is about. No, it is Marianne Williamson, yeah. Okay, confirmed. So this is a quote from her. The backlash against welfare in America today is not really a backlash against welfare abuse so much as it is a backlash against compassion in the public sphere. While America is full of those who would police our private morals, there is far too little questioning of societal morals. We are among the richest nation on earth, yet we spend a trivial amount on our poor compared to that spent by every other Western industrialized nation. 1/5 of America's children live in poverty. Half of our African-American children live in poverty. We're the only industrialized Western nation that does not have universal health care. These are the truths no one wants to face. Many of our nation's citizens are afraid to embrace an ethics of compassion because it threatens their security. Brainwashed to believe that they can only be secure if they have more than the next person. They accumulate and still feel insecure because there's always someone who has accumulated more. So I guess the feminine is really just kind of focused on that political sphere right now, and on like giving in a compassionate way so that she can like be a leader here on this really insecure plane here. Yeah, so that's an interesting little snippet. We'll get a portion of the book from the masculine's perspective too. Masculine's energy. I love doing that, you know, just like another form of channeling. You can pick up any book and get a message at any time. I mean, any book you feel drawn to, you know. Anyone can do this. It's not like me out here with mystical powers. It's just anyone can tune into this side of themselves, their intuitive side. Masculines, what are you feeling today? I mean, if you practice as much as me, you get better, obviously. 9 of Bats is overthinking energy. And I will admit I have some gifts that other people don't have. Overthinking. Yeah, he's not happy right now because he doesn't like to, it doesn't make him feel good to hurt his other half. Like, that's the other half of your soul. You're basically like burning yourself on a candle intentionally, you know what I mean? The flame be hot. So yeah, he's now in a depressed energy. He's up at night, feeling sad, feeling stupid. You know, I feel like good, but he will get out of that funk. He will find his sun again, find his joy again, be happy again. Because the truth's illuminated, and he's like, I love how this is sort of like a twin flame energy, because it's like these whatever double-headed monsters sharing a body. He's in that same 3 of Wands that she was in, kind of more optimistic waiting time. God, it's like you're really going to go back to that karmic cycle, huh? But it's like it just never really ended. It never ended. The cycle never ended. Work needs to be done, but he's like happy about the work. And it's going to help him level up to the Emperor status, whatever that project is. And he has to walk away from something or move his energy away from something. She was in that energy too. Same, right? 6 of Swords, same energy. So then the abundance will come. But there's a lot of fear associated with that abundance. Also scared to walk away from that emotional, oh no, what if the ghost cries? You know, yeah, crying is like not a negative thing. It's like very healthy to do that. There's going to be an opportunity for him to lead, for him to teach. It's a spiritual teacher as well, kind of stepping into that role again. Last night I had some gelato. Oh my God. So this is my story. I had a really rough night last night. Like I lost my glasses, couldn't find them. I don't know where they are still. And they're like in my bedroom, but I don't know where. My cats are like playing games or something. And so there was that, and then I couldn't open the gelato. Like, I couldn't open it. And I'm like, I just need a man. Like, right now, I'm like, I was too weak to open it. But then I got, like, really determined, and I'm like, I will open this. And I did open it, and it was, like, accomplishment. But it was also very depressing, because it's like, this is my life as a single mom. I'm going to have to, like, learn how to do everything. I don't want that, you know? I want to hand it to someone else and be like, hey, can you open this for me? But yeah, I had it. It was good. I put Oreos in it. All right, let's just get a message for the masculine. Although we live in close contact with neighbors, masses of people in our society feel alienated, cut off, alone. Isolation and loneliness are central causes of depression and despair. Yeah, he's having a rough time of it, huh? I mean, in the end, it's just a cry for help, you know? It's like, oh, you know, I get it. Yet they are the outcome of life in a culture where things matter more than people. Materialism creates a world of narcissism in which the focus of life is solely on acquisition and consumption. A culture of narcissism is not a place where love can flourish. The emergence of the me culture is a direct response to our nation's failure to truly actualize the vision of democracy articulated in our Constitution and Bill of Rights. Left alone in the me culture, we consume and consume with no thought of others. Greed and exploitation become the norm. When an ethic of domination prevails, they bring in their wake alienation and lovelessness. Intense spiritual and emotional lack in our lives is the perfect breeding ground for material greed and overconsumption. In a world without love, the passion to connect can be replaced by the passion to possess. While emotional needs are difficult and often are impossible to satisfy, material desires are easier to fulfill. Our nation fell into the trap of pathological narcissism in the wake of wars that brought economic bounty while undermining the vision of freedom and justice essential to sustaining democracy. So yeah, it's basically getting into like how this overconsumption and greed in our culture has turned our hearts away from like the love that we need to seek to survive, honestly. Oh my god, my cats are up to something. I have this part starred, so I'll just read that and I'll be done. I'm gonna start at this part here. Of all the chapters for this book, this one was the most difficult to write. When I talked with friends and acquaintances, I can talk, about self-love, the most important love, by the way, I was surprised to see how many of us feel troubled by the notion, as though the very idea implies too much narcissism or selfishness. We all need to rid ourselves of misguided notions about self-love. We need to stop fearfully equating it with self-centeredness and selfishness. Self-love is the foundation of our loving practice. Without it, our other efforts to love fail. Giving ourselves love, we provide our inner being with the opportunity to have the unconditional love we may have always longed to receive from someone else. Whenever we interact with others, the love we give and receive is always necessarily conditional. Although it is not impossible, it is very difficult and rare for us to be able to extend unconditional love to others, largely because we cannot exercise control over the behavior of someone else. We cannot predict or utterly control our response to their actions. We can, however, exercise control over our own actions. We can give ourselves the unconditional love that is the grounding for sustained acceptance and affirmation. When we give this precious gift to ourselves, we are able to reach out to others from a place of fulfillment and not from a place of lack. Mic drop.